Hey everybody, welcome back. This is good. It's a little bit different video, so it's not going to be a whole long one, but long enough. Sometimes when you go in somewhere and you're just hoping and praying that something's going to happen to where you don't have to buy another chain, per se, or something like that. Well, what happened was Darlene's one chain got broke, and she's lost her crosses before and stuff like that. So we was going to this one store and trying to get her chains, and every one we get there, they just seem to break. I mean, it was like crazy. So I said, well, let's go to the place where we got your wedding rings at. Now I take her down there because she wasn't there when I got them. I picked them out, and for the luck of God that she loved them, and everything worked out perfect. So we went down there, and the guy, I'm going to tell you the place at the end, but I just want to tell you about these nice people. I mean, wonderful. So I'm scrolling around looking at their prices because, when it was a couple years ago when I bought her wedding set, and it was during the summer when we just got the chain, and he was able to take it apart, the clasp, I think it's called, I don't know, but he was able to take it apart and put the cross on it, because we was having problems getting this new cross to go on any chains. Well, he when we went there, we got treated really well then too. And I mean, anytime I've been in there, I mean, I've bought a lot of stuff from this place, and so I go in there today, and he gives me this. Basically, I'm going to go on there and do this for him because I gave my word and I would. But I decided, hey, why not come on here and give these guys a nice shout out too? So I go in there, and he's looking at it, and I'm thinking, man, even if I got to drop it off and come back, that's fine. She just loves the chain and that cross. So somehow, some way, I'm just praying, please let him be able to fix this thing. And sure enough, he was able to fix it. So that being said, as I'm walking around, I'm looking at everything because, inflation and all the stuff going up. And I mean, we're all in hard times, and this place has been in business. I should have asked him, but I know from years back as a young boy, I mean, I got on some hard times, and I had to take some tools in there and pawn off some of my tools. Yes, it's a pawn store, but it's not just your average pawn store. I mean, it's not like go in there and these people are going to take advantage of you, because honestly, even then, being a young boy, the guy kind of looked at me funny at first, and I said, I didn't steal them. They're my tools. I said, I need a few dollars for gas, and I'm hungry. I don't get paid for a few more days. And it was only, I think it was like a Monday or a Tuesday. I didn't get paid till Saturday. And the guy gave me pretty good. I said, most likely I probably won't be able to come back and get them. He said, well, okay. Well, then that changes everything. I'm thinking, great, no, I shouldn't have said anything. He says, well, I'll give you a little bit more for selling. Whether he did that out of the kindness of his heart, or if that's how they do it, I don't know. But I just know that's what sold me as a customer with these people. And I remember a time that I'm going everywhere. I was going to yard sales, flea markets, just trying to find a chainsaw. I bought a chainsaw from them. Matter of fact, I had that thing all the way up till I moved to Florida. And I'm talking a good 10 years, people. So you can't always go off of that. It's a pawn store, the stuff's junk. I have never seen anything in that place. They try it out before you even pawn the stuff, because they're not going to get stuck with a bunch of broken stuff. But you got to understand, they have an inventory. They got to inventory stuff. They got to bring stuff in. They got to hold it for so many days as somebody pawns it. So now that's taking up their shelving area, their storage spaces. So there's a lot of stuff. You think of security systems, lights, gas, to heat the place. I mean, payroll. your insurances, I'm sure they got to have insurances if somebody breaks in that place. These days, you can't be too careful. But the amazing thing is, I've been talking about getting a handgun, mainly to keep in the house. And I'm thinking, I never bought one. I mean, I've had handguns, don't get me wrong. I just never, it was never, I never had to go through a background check or anything like that. Well, I'm not worried about passing a background check. I mean, I just went through the hazmat federal deal, and it was in 24 hours. I had it back. The first time, well, the second time. The third time I just had it done, it was a few hours, and they were calling me, hey, you're good. So, but anyways, you guys know how I am. So, as he took the chain to the back, there was a lady that came out, and she came out and quickly told me to get out of her store. No. Quickly, she says, hey, is there anything I can do for you? Can I help you? And I explained to her. She goes, oh, okay. And turns around, and then no pressure. Now, I've been into another place when I was looking for earrings and stuff for Darlene, and I went into a lot of different places, and I feel like a hawk. Now, one day I just got off work, and granted, I was doing apartment maintenance, and I mean, I was pretty dirty because I was messing with hot water tanks that day, and I had 3 of them I had to replace, and I'm soldering pipes, and I mean, I'm a bloody mess. And I walked into this jewelry. It's a well-known jewelry place. I walked in there, and the lady says, sir, I don't think you're in the right store. I said, excuse me? She goes, I don't think you're in the right store. I said, does money spend these days? Because if so, I'm in the right store. I just don't think the quality of things you're looking here is in your budget. I said, that's a nice way of you telling me that because I'm dirty, because I work for a living, I can't afford nothing out of your store. I said, you're absolutely right. And I said, matter of fact, I have cash. And I pulled out a couple grand, and I'm like standing there, and I said, here. I said, this is what you're not getting. And let me tell you something. That's why I bought the ring off of them. Now, the thing with it is they have layaway. And I don't know how the layaway works. I should have got all this information for you guys. But let me tell you right now, if you're in a bind and you're looking for stuff for Christmas, because they even got a sign out there, and that's what just made me remind me of the layaway. I remember because I put so much down on that ring. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It was the earrings that I put money down on to hold them. That her ring set, I kept going in there every week and checking on it, checking on it. The lady kept saying, I would walk in. Eventually, she just started shaking her head like, yeah, it's still there. My thing was, if it was there when I had all the money, I'd be able to. That was the set. And I remember the day I walked in there and I was going to buy it, and I was shaking my head, and I was pulling the envelope up because I was paying cash for it, and there was some lady and some guy looking at it. And I'm thinking, dang it. And she was just getting ready to go over there, and she looked at me, and I was shaking my head. I'm holding. She goes, that said, I'm sorry, it's been sold. Now, she could have sold that. She could have simply sold it and then got me to buy something else. But she didn't. Because you develop that relationship going in and out of there, in and out of there. That's what the type of people you're dealing with here. They're nice people. They're awesome. If you're in the need of selling something or just in the need to pawn something and you're afraid that you're not going to get it back, trust me, people, you can go into this place and you can clearly be treated right. You're going to be treated respectful. They don't hover over you. They give you plenty of time to look around. They answer questions. I'm going to go back when I get out of work next week. I'm going to go back and have them run my background check, and I'll buy my handgun off of them. Just because they've always treated me well, they treated me respectfully, and I'm just, the best thing I can say is, if you're ever in Barberton, Ohio, or if you live by Barberton, Ohio, which is right on the outskirts of Akron, it's not that far away from my house. It's like a 5-minute drive, 5 or 6 minute drive, whatever, from my house from Manchester Road down to there. They were the first person I thought of going in there, and so if you guys are ever in the Ohio area, or if you live in the Ohio area and you're close to Barberton, or, you know, if you live in Norton, if you live in Akron, if you live in Stowe, I don't care where you're at, before you go to any other pawn store, before you think about going and buying something else, and you want to be treated right, treat it with respect, and get a fair price and a great deal. I mean, they've taken real good care of me today, too. And I tell you what, it's Seymour's. And I don't know if there's an address on this. But I will give you their .com thing. It's SYDMORSBARBERTON.com. Now, I don't know if that gets onto their like website, or if that just goes to leave them a review, but I am going to go on there and leave them a nice review. And again, it's Seymour's in Barberton. You can leave out of there, and there's a nice chicken place up the road there. There's a McDonald's at the corner. So you could go in there and put some layaway in for Christmas, for your spouse, for maybe even yourself or your kids. They got the couple Nintendo Switches in there right now. They had a guitar in there. They got all kinds of nice jewelry. Matter of fact, I seen an idea for a Christmas gift myself that, see, I got a problem. I give everything to Darlene early, but I'm thinking about just putting it on layaway, and instead of buying it outright, putting it on layaway and then paying it off, and see how long they will give me to pay it off. Because I know if I take it home, I don't have that long till Christmas. So maybe if they'll let me hold it, like put it on layaway till right before Christmas, then it'll work for me. So who knows? We'll see. But I'll go in there Tuesday, and I'll get all the nice details for everything. And I did see a nice big chainsaw again. So, you know, I might just say, let me put that chainsaw in this. But either way, if not, then I'll just buy it. And, you know, that's what I need. Something to go out there and start cutting more trees. And, oh my gosh, people. But anyways, Seymour and Barberton, Ohio. Honestly, guys, I know there's a lot of pawn stores out here. I know Stowe's got a lot. I know off Exchange Street. I don't know if that one's still there or not. I've been in there before, and I didn't like it, and I'm not coming against anybody, but when you get treated in a certain way, obviously you're going to go back, and the prices, you know, if you go into a store and people treat you nasty, you're not going to go back there. But even if you go in somewhere and you go, well, you know, the price is a little bit higher than this place, but then you go outside and you realize it's a convenience store. But this place has been in business for a long time, so what does that tell you? They're going to treat you good. So anyways, look it up, go in there, check it out, put a layaway in, take some, if you got broken jewelry, gold and stuff, take it in there. They buy jewelry. So hey, maybe you can sell some of your old broken stuff, or old rings, gold rings, or silver, or whatever like that, and take it in there. Maybe you can swap some stuff out here and there, and or put a down payment down on something else. Hey, or you might just see another ring, or they got all kinds of necklaces, watches, all kinds of jewelry and stuff in there. So, hey, it's worth a stop if you don't have an idea what you want to get somebody. I would say stop. Go by there and stop. Because let me tell you, I just walked around there for a split second, and I found all kinds of cool things. Being that chainsaw. And then I seen a crossbow. I'm like, ooh. Hey, I used to shoot bows all the time, and those crossbows are wicked. I mean, you draw that thing back. But I know what you guys are going to say. It's like, you know, taking a knife to a gunfight. It just doesn't work. But, I mean, it's not like I'm trying to go out here and kill somebody either. So, but either way, God bless you guys. Again, Seymour and Barberton, Sydmore's. I don't know why I keep calling it Seymour. Sydmore. I always called it Seymour. I wonder why people looked at me funny. Especially people from Barberton. They're probably like, man, you don't even know what you're talking about. Sydmore's. All right. Anyways, I'll spell it again so you guys will get it right, not me. Sydmors in Barberton. BARBERTON.com. And no, they're not a sponsor, so don't think people think that they're a sponsor. It's just I just felt the goodness of my heart to come on there and do that because they've always treated me so good. So if this gets around there a little bit and gets them some business, that's going to be nice. It'll be nice for them because they're good people. So why would I not try to help good people get people in there to buy some stuff or make some deals with them? So either way, hey guys, thanks a lot for always tuning into this channel. Again, God bless you. And hey, till the next one.